J Drone here. What is going on, guys? XK, continuing the XK theme. If you don't know about XK, I just did a video on them. Excellent company. I don't know that they're still around. They probably make airplanes and other things. XK 130T. This is a brush drone. It's the direct feed brush drone. Did have a 5.8 gigahertz camera on it. We do have the camera lemons covered up, and you also have plug and play motors. If one of these motors went out, these little wires, you just plug it out, plug another one in. Gonna go ahead and give this a basic fly just to put a little burn on the battery. This is the original battery as well, which has not been flown in quite some time. Go ahead and give a little yaw rate, a little yaw for y'all. This is a little burner. You can definitely fly this inside. Again, you can get this in goggles. Get this in goggles, guys. You can fly FPV with it. It is acro enabled. You can activate the acro on the jumper. All you have to do is set one of your switches, which I do have set, but we are not going to fly acro in line of sight mode. We're just going to fly it with stability mode in play. That's what your gyroscope taking place, so it stays level for you. And there's a good look at it. Good look at it. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what you waiting for? We do have a decent wind blowing this way. I don't know if you can see those trees, but this direct feed motor setup, it don't bother. It don't bother at all. This thing, I actually, back in the day, we did laps around my house. I think I stood out in front of the house and then we actually flew laps around it. Direct feed motors, much like the Hubsan H107C. They might be a little bit bigger, and these propellers are much different from the H107C. They were actually very hard to source because I did end up breaking one as I flew this in the winter and I hit something. The drone was good, one of the blades shattered, and one of you guys actually sent me extra propellers. So we're definitely not trying to smack this against the van, but we're definitely trying to put a burn on the battery. This battery was fully charged yesterday, and again, it's the original battery. I don't know if you can see underneath it, but you see a little red X underneath it. That's XK. We have blue lights in the rear and green in the front for orientation. And again, 5.8 gigahertz camera. That's what that little brass antenna that you see right there. That's for the 5.8 gigahertz. There is a tiny plastic antenna, not plastic, but it's wrapped in plastic, little silver joint. That's what the drone communicates to the controller via. And again, we are using the original Jumper T8SG, the first one. If it wasn't for that controller, you would not have the T16. The Tyrannus would probably still be on top. The one that everybody said, oh, Jumper is never gonna compete with that. And now where's the Tyrannus? Anybody still using one? I'm pretty sure everybody's using Radio Master, using Jumper, using T16. Here's a little funnel action for you. Tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. Tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. Get a good burn on this battery. Guys, hit that subscribe button. We worked all day long. We was in the gym before that. And what we out here doing? For the love of drone, for the love of drone. Some of this stuff I told y'all y'all should get. I told y'all you should keep. If you see me flying something old school and you got rid of it, you know you messed up. You know you messed up. It was a keeper. I promise you it was a keeper. On the board here, there is a bind button. That's how you are able to bind it to the Jumper T8SG, just as well as any other multi-protocol controller. T16 are definitely bind up to. It did come with a smaller XK controller, which was definitely, you didn't need to change that out. It was a good controller. You could also bind it to the larger XK controller that you see me flying with the last XK drone. I have a couple more XK drones that we will get on the channel. Yeah, little buzz. Little angry swarm of bees, that's what it sounds like. As you can see, this thing can move. This thing can move, and in acro mode, it was absolutely fun. Gets great distance. Ooh, let's not hit the tree because again, I don't know where the propellers, I know I have an extra set of propellers for this guy, but I'd rather not change them. We'd rather not change them. Little look at it, little look at it. Try to get it in for the camera. Try to get it nice and stable for the camera while the wind's blowing. Yeah, that should have did it, should have did it. Try not to hit myself. So we're getting good flight time on this. We don't have any LVC blinking. Those lights should blink when the LVC goes. We do all things drone here. Toy grade, bind and fly, RTF. stock stuff. I've modded quite a few things. Do some new stuff here and there. Do some abandoned stuff when I decide to get out. J Drone is the channel for you. If you ain't entertained on this channel, I don't know what you need. I don't know what you need. Look at a little bunny rabbit. We got bunny rabbit right over there by that pole. He's like, what is that thing? What type of bird is that? He ain't moving. He shook. He shook. That's the XK. That's the XK. He ain't moving. I ain't gonna bother him either. I like the rabbits around here. We'll go ahead and take it down. As you can see, control range is excellent. We'll go ahead and bring it back. The thing's like a little speck. You got to keep your orientation on this. This is a U-Fly. It does not have altitude hold. It does not have GPS. It does not have nothing. It has U-Fly it. And when I did go to charge this battery, it was sitting at a nice level, chargeable level. I think it was like 3.78, and I hadn't used the battery in quite some time, probably years. So again, when this LVC kicks, we are going to drop it. That is going to be a safe point for you to store the battery. That's a good storage level. And again, this is just for the fun of flying for me. Fun of flying. Although we do have a red blinky behind the blue. Let's see here. So red blinky behind the blue, that's going to be your LVC, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to go ahead and drop it. Boom, just like that. Guys, if you haven't smashed that subscribe button, what you waiting for? Look at that rabbit over there. That rabbit subscribed to the J Drone channel. I'll catch you on the next video. Jumper T8SG X130T. Later.